I'm Patrick Bailey with whiteboardcoder.com. Today is November 25th, 2020. And in this video, I'm going to be going over cutting pavers with a wet saw. And now in my case, specifically a Dewalt D36000S wet saw. Okay, first some real quick links. So I happen to be using the Dewalt D36000S wet saw. So here's actually a link, and I'll put a link in the show notes. Here's the actual saw. I bought it, well, here's a link on Amazon. Here's a link on Home Depot. I actually bought it from Home Depot. They don't have it in stock, so I have it delivered. But I kind of like that idea. It's a big thing, and it's nice to be able to go back and return it. But one thing I did buy, which you need, I mean, a wet saw is designed to cut tile and things like that. It is not designed to cut pavers. So if you use the default saw with there, you're going to have problems. So somebody suggested this saw. I bought two of them just in case because I'm doing a lot of work in my backyard, but one has been more than enough to do the work I need. So here it is, a Roche DB1041C 10-inch. I bought two of these, and depends how much work you're doing, but one is more enough for all the backyard work I've done. And it's been working really, really well. Very satisfied with it. So with that, let's get going on showing the actual cuts. Okay, so here we are with the D36000S DeWalt 10-inch wet saw, which I just bought and assembled and put together, which is pretty easy. The only odd thing is the instructions were pretty good, but I couldn't find this little guy, this little backsplash, which you'll see in the picture. And he's actually attached to one of these other guys. This guy, he's attached to the back of this one. So my wife pointed that out. What if it's attached to somewhere? And it was. So all the parts were there, but that guy was weird to find. But back to what we were doing. It's a summer of backyard work. So we're to the point where we're actually doing pavers. We've done all the foundation work. We're getting ready to do the sand. But as part of this, we need to cut some pavers, which is why I got this. So, I should have prepared a little better here. Okay. What you're going to find out there is people have, they do cut pavers with wet saws, but it's not typically done. I'm not in this business, but I think why it's not typically done is because of the speed. This is slow, and they don't have quite the needs for, cutting ceramic as this does. So if you like, I got a guy doing some work next door, a landscaping company, and they have a big masonry saw that does not need to be wet, does not need to be cooled down. So they can chop through those things really quickly. In fact, those should be better for this purpose. But for my purpose, I have needs to cut tile in the future, so I was kind of going for a 2-for-1. That's why I got this. So, but the blade that comes with it is not going to work. So I did order this blade off online on Amazon. This is the one I have on there. So you can put a nice masonry blade on there. And so far it's working pretty good. So I've already cut a couple. So here's these two big monster 2 3/8 inch thick. And they work great. Look how nice that just lined up great. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to cut it again. Now this thing is really, really wide. However, this guy I need to cut two ways. So I need to cut him like this, and I also need to cut him the other way. However, I take this, if I flip it that way, what's going to happen is it's going to actually, it's so big, it's so thick, that it actually just barely hit here. So easy way to solve that, take this and just flip it over. So I'm going to do one like this, and do one to flip it over, and we'll have the same results that I have on the floor. So these guys are heavy, but you can see it. This table is holding up just pretty well, even though these are kind of a tank. So I'm going to flip this over. And I've already got this one adjusted. Here's this nice 45-degree angle. This one's already adjusted to do that. Now I need to pop this out so I can move it back further. And what I'm going to do is get this lined up correctly, just like I did the last one. And all I'm really going to do here is cut it, but I'm going to record this live to show you how fast it goes. And I'm going purposely slow because there's no need. I don't do this, it's not my business, so there's no need for speed. There's need for precision. So I'm just going to cut this and show it in real time and show you how it goes. Oh, you can flip these down. That's the position they should be in. But of course, once they hit this, they're going to go up a little bit because they just got against it. Here, I'll flip this over and put it in second position, which means this whole thing won't come out but that far. So, there you go. Cut very precisely, so now, see, it's matching the one I just did. So now I need to make its brother for the other corner. Overall, I think this is going to work just fine. Okay, on to the second one, because my wife / camera crew thought it'd be fun to watch the second one to make sure it actually matches, and I'm not just doing an imaginary behind-the-scenes trick down here, right? There we go. And again, we'll just do this in real time. Okay, let's see if the magic happened, right? Like butter. There's all that nice stuff. Oh. Oh. That. I'm trying not to squish my fingers. Look at that. That's gonna look nice. Cool. Well, there you go. Cutting pavers with a Dewalt wetsaw. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a like. To subscribe, just click the subscribe button. Also, you can follow me on Twitter under the handle @whiteboardcoder.com. View any code I may have thrown up as a gist at GitHub under the username PatmanDenver, or check out my blog site at whiteboardcoder.com.